Good morning, Internet, and welcome back to Minecraft. Guys, did you see the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse trailer? Holy moly, that movie looks amazing. And I just want to gush about this movie and also the original movie, the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. That is the best Spider-Man movie that has ever come out. Have you guys seen Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse? It is so good. Sheer says hi. Hi, Sheer. Trick says hi. Chai says hi. Trick says, can I be mod? Nope. Mods don't ask to be modded. Every mod that has ever been modded has never asked for it. So I'd recommend, if you want to be mod, then don't ask for it. And then maybe you'll get it one day. I Like Spider-Man is all movie. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is definitely my favorite. And is objectively the best Spider-Man. Alright, we need to work on the roof a little bit more today. Which means we need to get more bone meal for the dye. Correct. Like on your server because someone is spawn killing? Oh! No, yeah, sorry. Yeah, not worthy. Yep, sorry. If someone is spawn killing, then let me know, and I will remove them, okay? But no one's spawn killing right now. I'm on Minecraft Hell. No one's spawn killing, so you can join. Alright, let's go shave some leaves for some bone meal. It's called temp. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. Well, thanks for letting me know. Pressman worthy or not? Nope. Because you asked. Sure, you were becoming more worthy right up until you asked. Now you start at 0 again. Not worthy to be your friend? I'm friends with everybody. So sure, I'll be your friend. A-okay with me. Why do you not say worthy? I thought you meant to be invited to a new realm. Or to get mod or whatever. I'm not really sure what you're referring to, but... it's one of those things. Sacrifice. And sacrifice. Getting mod is different. To bring friend? I think you meant to being friend, but yes. Yes. Well, you didn't say French here. You just asked if you're worthy. So I'm assuming the subject matter was the last one that we were talking about. Okay. Bryce, why do you stream so late? Can't you stream any earlier than this? The answer is yes. But I'm obsessed with watching YouTube videos. And so that's all I do. Every night I'm like, oh, I'll stream earlier. I'll stream 4 hours earlier than I planned to. And then I watch 4 hours of videos. And then I'm like, crap. It's so late, I have to stream. Can I say something and you will not get angry? I mean, I generally don't get angry, but if you say something that would make me angry, I can't promise you that what you're about to say won't make me angry. But I will invite you to say it. I'll say this. Whatever you say in the next sentence, I'll promise not to ban you. I just really hope it's nothing really bad. You have my permission to ask whatever question you want to ask. Oh, why you don't believe in God, question mark. So everyone is totally free to believe whatever they want to. As long as it falls in the realm of not directly disagreeing with science. Believing in God does not disagree with science. There's just no scientific evidence for it. There's just no evidence. And so for me, the only reason is that there's just no evidence. And to think that humans are so special because we just so happen to be on this planet that's able to support life as we know it, and this and that, that surely there must have been a creator to make such a place, is so arrogant. And here's why. Here's why. There's nothing special about the chances of a place like this to exist. Because you don't hear every other planet saying how unlucky they are because there's no life on it for them to say so. Right? So, for example, this is an extreme example, right? But I want you to think about this. Let's say you were hosting a contest, and this contest was all about you're flipping a coin, getting heads or tails so many times. And your goal was to never get tails. Your goal was to get heads. Sacrifice. Every single time. And let's say it's you and 1,000 other people are doing this experiment. Right? So everyone is flipping their coins, and it's like a 50-50 chance every time. Right? So 50-50 chance, and then everyone that gets tails, they are out. Right? And then another round goes by, and then statistically 50 of those people, 50% of those people will get out. And then 50% of those people, and so on and so forth. Eventually, you'll get to one person that apparently was able to flip heads 10 times in a row. Right? So to that person, they would say, oh, wow, I'm extremely lucky to have gotten 10 coin flips in a row that were heads. No, there's nothing special about that, because if you were to run that experiment over and over and over again, the exact same result would happen. So to the arrogant person that think they're so lucky, they're not. That result will happen every time. Every single time. So just because we're on a planet that just so happens to be perfect for us doesn't mean we're special. In the 1 out of a billion possibility that this planet is just right for us, and we just happen to be that billionth coin flip, that everything just happened to work out. If it didn't work out that way, then we would have no planet to say so in. So of course it would seem special, but it's not. Mathematically speaking, right? And so I guess that's why I don't believe in God. I guess that's why. Hey Avenger, how's it going? Nightcap says, can I join in your world? Hey Nightcap. Absolutely, you could totally join our realm. No problem at all, Nightcap. And Nightcap, I'm not sure I've seen you in here before. Are you a returning subscriber or are you a new subscriber? Welcome. What if everyone got tails in the first time? That wouldn't happen. Because you're running the same experiment 1,000 times. The probabilities of that happening are so low that it's not even worth thinking about. Like, well, isn't there a chance? There is a chance for anything to happen, but it doesn't mean we should think about it. Why are you asking this in the Minecraft channel? Oh, Chai, you haven't been here for long enough. There's a lot of times where we talk about deep philosophical questions, so Shear's question is actually totally normal. Nightcap is Ode, you have the realm? Oh, okay. Oh, well then Nightcap, yeah, okay. So Nightcap, how you get invited to other realms is you have to be active in the chat on a regular basis, and we have to trust you. Which also means you playing in the world, and it's a combination of being nice to people, being active. Yeah, it's a combination of like all those things. Does that make sense? So I know that you're old, because that name does seem familiar. But so the short answer is yes, Nightcap. You will eventually be invited, but you gotta be a little bit more active, because I haven't seen you in months. Oh, so a chance. Well, shouldn't we think about all chances? Not really. Not really. So, for example, I don't know if you guys know this, but atoms, the atoms that make up you and everything that you see, are more than 99% empty space. Inside of the atom, the vast majority of it, nothing's there. There's very small protons and neutrons, and then very, very, very far away, in comparison, is the electron, which is unimaginably small, that orbits it. Right? Okay, you're with me. Okay. Why don't atoms pass through each other? The reason why is because all electrons have a negative charge. And so it's an electromagnetic force. And so when atoms get close to each other, like if I'm touching my microphone, if I'm touching my desk, why, if atoms are 99% nothing, why don't they just pass through one another? The only reason why they don't is because there is a probability of the electrons pushing against each other. And that's how you feel things. That's how things don't go through other things. Okay? So, there is a chance that you can actually walk through a wall. There is a chance you can walk through a wall. And why is that a chance? Because there is a chance that all the electrons in your body and all the electrons in the wall just so happen to ignore each other in every moment where they get close to each other. And you can just pass straight through a wall. But the chances of that happening are so small that you'd have to continually be pushing into the wall for nearly an eternity before having a reasonable chance of actually succeeding. Okay? So that's why we don't think about that as a chance. Which is the same reason that you should not think about, well, what if 1,000 people flipped a coin and they all got tails at the same time? That's not even worth thinking about because it's going to be 50-50 every time. There's something called probability. I think you meant probability. There is something called possibility. There is a God is more higher than possibility of being no God. To be honest, I believe in God is not the great thing, but I believe there is a God / creator. Gotcha. Science. Wait, really? While this man is speaking facts. I appreciate it, Shy. But yes, that is how things actually work. Okay. Let's just get a little bit more. Because I always feel like we don't have enough. So did you guys know that? That's why things don't pass through each other. Isn't that cool? It's because of the electrons that orbit all of your atoms. They repel each other. That's why things don't pass through each other. But here's a fun experiment. Now, I'm not a great historian, so I'm not going to say this super correctly, but there was a scientist, I forget the name, but there was a scientist who was studying how empty is matter. Like how empty are the protons and the neutrons and the electrons and all those things. How empty are there? So what he did was he constructed a sheet of gold. Imagine a piece of paper of like gold, but it's like thousands of times thinner than a piece of paper. Tens of thousands. Let's say it's 1,000,000 times thinner than a piece of paper, okay? Okay. Basically, it was so thin that it was practically like a 1 atom thick sheet of gold. Okay, that's how thin it was. And he shot matter at this sheet to see how much would go through it. If the chances of atoms repelling each other are so great. And 99% of the air molecules and things that he shot at this gold sheet of paper went through it. And so he realized just how empty atoms actually are. They can pass through each other no problem. However, the chances of that happening to all of the atoms in your body at the same time are so low that you don't have to even think about it. I know when a human gets older and older gets more intelligent, so to stop that, God make death because he don't want another genius that is so genius is one powerful person, so God make death. Okay, interesting. Okay. Think about, did you say milk? Think about milk one day. You can't drink it. It's just like life too long you gone. Guys, soon we're going to live forever. Like, way sooner than you think. Now, this is what I've been waiting for. Yeah! Annika, welcome. I'm surprised it took you this long to find the Minecraft channel. I'm blown away. Absolutely blown away. So go back to Shear's original question of why I don't believe in God. It's entirely personal preference. There's as long as what you believe doesn't directly conflict with science, with facts, with the things we know to be true, as long as what you believe doesn't conflict with reality, I'm fine with whatever you believe. No problem. You believe there's a God? No problem with that. You believing there's a God doesn't stop anything else in the universe from happening. Okay? However, if you believe that God made everything in 7 days, and the Earth is only 10,000 years old, I have a problem with that. Because we know for a fact that's not true. We know for a fact that's not true. And there's actually so many different ways I know that. That I don't even know where to begin exactly. But it's so not true that I don't even feel like discussing why it's not true. Okay? But yeah, as far as your faith is concerned, that's fine. That's fine. But I would try not to make predictions like like, you know, death is something that we'll all have to face forever. Well, in the age of the internet, and the more advanced we become, and the more we understand the brain, who's to say that in 50 to 100 years, you couldn't just upload all of your memory and thoughts to a hard drive? And if your body dies, your consciousness can just be uploaded into another body, and that's still you. That's exactly who you are, and you remember everything. So you essentially just live forever. Your entire personality would be in the cloud forever. So who's to say you ever die? Okay? So, just a thought. If a monkey see a man play a game, the monkey see the man is intelligent, so as you see, we humans are less intelligent than God. I mean, if there is a God, then yes. But I don't... Monkey. I don't know. Correlation with monkeys. So... the smartest chimpanzees are actually just as smart as your average toddler. Did you guys know that? Is that pretty cool to know? I feel like if I explained why I don't believe in God even more, it would just make some people that believe in God just sad. Like, I do not want to influence how you feel about your own beliefs, if that makes sense. I say monkey because it's less intelligent than humans, but if you compare God with humans, the intelligence of humans is like empty of nothing. Sure, but I mean, speaking to someone that doesn't believe there is such a God, like there's no evidence. There's no evidence of there being a God to be less intelligent than. Pewcuz says, "Hey Bryce, hey Pewcuz, how's it going?" Wrong moment? No, you're in the right moment, my friend. Alright, we just got a bunch more magenta dye. Heck yeah. I'm great. How are you? I'm great. I'm great. Somebody asked me why I don't believe in God. And I was just explaining why. And, I mean, just another reason, for me personally, again, this is objective, is I don't need any God to explain the existence of anything for me. Like, everything in existence can be explained without a God needing to be there to explain it all. Right? So, meaning, if you were to form a math equation, and let's say it's, here's a little bit of algebra. I'll make this super simple. Alright? I'll make this super simple. 2 plus 2 equals 4, right? So if I had a math equation that said 2 plus 2 plus x equals 4, well, the only way that 2 plus 2 plus x equaled 4 is if x equaled 0. Meaning that if I were to replace the x with God, and I can explain everything in the universe existence without God, then that means that the value in this equation would be 0. And if the value is 0, then it doesn't exist. Mathematically speaking. Does that make sense? So that's just my reason, because there's no you don't need a reason to have him exist. Therefore, you know. Well, I don't believe to him, but that does not mean I'm not Christian. Oh, interesting. So you don't believe in God, but you will still consider yourself Christian. That is very interesting. Okay. Right, okay, so you don't believe in him. Okay. So you don't believe in him, but you still consider yourself Christian. Interesting. Do I know everything in the universe? No, of course not. Do we have an understanding of the universe wherein the questions that we have about the universe do not require an explanation of God? Yes. Pretty much any question that you could ask me of how did this happen? How did this happen? How did this happen? If you can form that question, almost all of it has already been answered. And the ones that are not answered are the ones that science is currently trying to figure out. Some of those questions are, what is dark matter? What is dark energy? What exactly caused the Big Bang? Why do quantum mechanics, like why do things in the universe change just by simply looking at it? Why when you look at an experiment it behaves differently than if you just didn't look at it in the first place? Why should you looking make a difference? Why does the universe behave differently if you look at it? It's so spooky. And we're trying to figure that out. And it all has to do with probability. And that's the basics of quantum mechanics. That there's... In the realm of quantum mechanics, the universe never behaves certainly. It behaves in a probability. Well, yeah, God isn't there to guide me until I die, when I'll die, and if or I'll see him, yeah, sure, I will believe him. Yeah, so if I die, and it just so happens that I go to Buddha heaven, or Allah heaven, and I'm like, oh, I guess Allah Akbar, right? I guess that was the right one. Interesting. All right, cool. Well, you certainly didn't make yourself heard much. I would have believed it more if there was more evidence, but okay. Sounds good. But most things happen because of karma. Well, there's no science behind that, but okay. Of you talking like that is making me believe more in God. Oh, quantum mechanics? Yeah, it's spooky. So that's what I'm saying. If you want to say, oh, well, if you want a God in the gaps is what this term is used. God in the gaps means anything that we cannot currently explain. You say, oh, well, if we can't explain it, then it was God. God did it. And then a few years later, science figures out the answer. And then it's like, I guess it wasn't God. Like for a long time, people thought thunder and lightning happened because the gods were angry. What? There was a torch there? Oh my gosh. There was a torch there the whole time. Stupid. Don't put a torch there. That's a good place for a torch. Duh! That was so dumb. See, people thought thunder and lightning was because the gods were angry. And then we figured out electricity and magnetism. And I think it was Isaac Newton, actually. I think he said, no, it's not the gods that cause thunder and lightning. There's a logical explanation for this. And then he explained it, and then he wrote equations that predicted it, and then it happened again. And he's like, I understand the heavens. I know how the planets move. I get it. It's not something crazy mystical. It's pretty simple. Like, oh, okay, well, then you don't need God as an explanation for that. So this happens over and over and over again throughout history. That anything that we don't have an explanation for, you'll say, well, God did it. Until we figured out that, oh, you don't need God to have that as an explanation. So if that pattern keeps happening, then it's kind of, in my opinion, it's kind of foolish to suddenly keep doing it. If there's never been a pattern of saying, oh, well, it was God after all. And then it ended up being true. It was never been the case. But you are free to think whatever you need to explain those phenomena. Newton be like, Newton, hey, that's not right. Clouds just be black and cry. More or less. More or less. Hi, Sheer. Okay. I don't understand why Sheer, but Sheer gets some kind of amusement out of standing in front of the screen and not playing the game. But okay. I don't know why that's so fun, but okay. Whatever you want to do. I thought we were playing Minecraft. What do you think we're doing? We're playing Minecraft. We talk about philosophy. Oh, and we're talking about Spider-Man. The whole point of this stream is to talk about the new Spider-Man movie. I just remembered. I'm so excited for the new Spider-Man movie. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, the sequel to Into the Spider-Verse. So exciting. It's like watching a piece of bread fall? Bread? What? What? It took longer to read than expected. Yes, I am dyslexic and I also have a reading comprehension issue. So if I could be successful, then you can too. Seems like Tubo's competition. What do you mean Tubo's competition? What's Tubo? I don't even know what that means. Twitch streamer? Oh, okay, gotcha. Got Segway Gaming. Is this Realms? Hey, Got Segway Gaming. This is my current survival world. However, we are actually dual live streaming. I'm live streaming on my secondary YouTube channel, Minecraft. No, excuse me, Breastmanat Online. So if you go to that channel, I actually am streaming in the realm right now. I'm doing a live live stream feed of Minecraft Hell Spawn, so you guys can see who spawns in and how they react to their first day in Minecraft Hell. As people join. At the normal rate people join. You just gotta be patient. Alright, did I lose any blocks this time, or did it get them all? Alright, looks like we got them all. We did it. We did it. And let's do it again. Do you guys have a question about the universe that you'd like explained? I'm always curious. Oh, I have an idea. Wait, is that a good idea? Nah, not really. Seems like your question, silence chat. What was your question? Black Snake says, hi, hey Black Snake, how's it going? Because I didn't even know you asked a question. Above chai? All I see is yep. Above chai. That's all I see. So maybe your question didn't go through. Godsegway Gaming says, hi, whatever you believe made it. What made the first life? That's a great question. That's one of my favorite questions. So how did life came to be? So, okay, perfect. So, are you guys familiar with crystals? I returned and had Corona. Couldn't watch my streams. Oh, darn it. Yeah, Bryce, because we are too mature people. I can build a why would you want that? Why would you want that? Sure. Sure. Because I guess it's fine. Are y'all on Minecraft Hell? Let's see who's on right now. 2 people are on Minecraft Hell, including yourself. Well, 3 people including me. All right, where did life come from? Okay, so we're familiar with crystals, right? So crystals are primarily made out of carbon. Okay. So the carbon atom has a lot of special properties. The carbon atom can pretty much pair up with anything. And when it pairs up with something, it pairs up with it in such a way that whatever combination of atoms and molecules that carbon atom paired with, because of the shape of the carbon atom and its electrons and how it pairs, it likes to do it over and over and over again. So what happens in crystals? Why are crystals the way they are? Like, why are they so, like, perfectly shaped and all this stuff? It's because the carbon atom will replicate itself over and over and over again perfectly. Not like when I say replicate, I mean bind with itself in such a specific pattern that in crystals you can calculate to the atom how many atoms are in a crystal because they are all perfectly aligned in such a way. Okay? So, oh, don't tell. What? Oh, we're too short? Are you kidding me? Just 2 got deleted? Damn it. Pissed off. The 2 got deleted. Dang it. Well, I guess I have to put 1 there, don't I? Yeah. Okay. His veins. Sure, Piyukaz. I guess that's fine. I guess I'm okay with that. It's really weird. Really weird, but I guess that's fine. Alright, so we get crystals. Make a mouth with it? Oh god. Alright, so where are crystals, okay? So, what is the DNA molecule? Some people might ask, how would the DNA molecule that creates life, how would that come about if there wasn't an intelligent designer to make it so perfectly? Well, because of the carbon atom's properties to replicate itself, where did life come from? I want you to imagine this. And when this was explained to me, I then quickly fully realized, oh wow, life can actually show up spontaneously. And it makes total sense where life comes from. All right, so I want you to think about this. Oh, I know this stuff. I study this stuff on a daily basis. A lot of it I hear from Neil deGrasse Tyson. Science. It is science, but I'm not a scientist myself. I've only ran so many experiments in my life. Epic Games says, hi, hey Epic Games, welcome back. We're talking about science today. We're supposed to be talking about Spider-Man, but I guess I'll get back to Spider-Man. But, okay, so picture this. Where did life come from was the question. And it's a longer explanation to something very simple, okay? Okay, here we go. Imagine the carbon atom pairs with oxygen and hydrogen and methane and all these different atoms, okay, to form a DNA molecule. And it doesn't, well, the entire thing? No, it only has to form one part of it. And the carbon atom likes to replicate itself. It likes to replicate that pattern over and over and over again. And so, that's why DNA is shaped the way it is. Well, how did that create life? It's actually pretty simple after that. How can you join? Oh, Epic Games asked how to join. Okay, so Epic Games, how you join is simply, all you gotta do is just send me a screenshot of you being subscribed to the channel with notifications turned on. That's all you gotta do. It's really easy. You can send the screenshot to my Twitter. My Twitter is linked in the description. That's all you gotta do. And if you don't have a Twitter, then you make one. Alright, so the carbon atom didn't have to form DNA in that exact alignment. It can form totally different molecules that also have the ability to contain information. Okay? So, Chai says bye. Aren't you the one that asked the question, where did life come from? Yeah, you are. Chai, I'm answering your question. Why are you saying bye? I'm literally answering your question. I'm still going to answer it. But, okay. I want you guys to imagine a virus. Right? And to my understanding, this is in the realm of biology, so this is slightly outside of my understanding, but this makes sense to me. Imagine a virus gets created that destroys the DNA molecule. And that happens in nature all the time, where molecules can destroy one another. Nothing extraordinary about that. Bryce is our science teacher. Yay! So nothing extraordinary about that, right? Imagine a molecule that can dissipate another molecule. Happens all the time. Right? Like the same way that water can dissolve a lot of different things. Just by being water. Right? Like water can dissolve toilet paper. Right? So they're not right, so nothing mystical about that. Okay. So let's say the same crystallized formation starts to kill off DNA molecules. Except for one. This one just so happens to have an alignment. It was the molecule was created in a way that it was resistant to this other molecule. Okay? And so that would make that molecule positively selected for. Which means that molecule will replicate. Right? Okay. Because, why does it replicate? Because carbon naturally does that. Happens all the time. Okay? And so, it replicates. It makes copies of itself over and over and over again. Well, Bryce, in animals and in plants, and in fact, anytime you go from a generation to generation, you don't look exactly the same as your parents, right? There's change with descent. Every single time you reproduce, there's a slight... It looks slightly different. Why does that happen? Well, because it's all based off of the molecule of DNA. And you guys remember I was talking about the probability of certain events happening, right? The probability on the scale of atoms things become super high. Like the possibility of atoms just flying through one another on the scale of atoms is extremely high. And that happens all the time. But on the scale of larger things, it takes all of those freak accidents to happen at the same time in order for us to notice something, which we wouldn't. Right? There would just be no way. Because the probability would be too extreme. Right? So, it's very common that a DNA molecule can make a copy of itself, but when it does, it has a slight variation in the copy. This is known as a mutation. Okay? This is known as a mutation. And so, this also happens to the virus too. And eventually, the virus will have a mutation that starts killing the DNA that was resistant to it before. But the DNA has now made so many copies of itself that there's slight variations in the DNA. So let's say the new virus kills 90% of the DNA that's out there, but 10% remain. Those are the successful ones. That's natural selection. So those are the ones that will keep reproducing and make even more. I bet Bryce learned this from History of the World, I guess. Oh, that video? Oh. No, I learned this from Neil deGrasse Tyson. I mean, I don't know if some people who know this, but our body creates white cells that can kill viruses. Yeah. Right. Okay. So, the point is, carbon likes to, in other words, grow. It likes to keep going and replicating itself over and over and over again. And so, when doing that is positively selected for, because of natural selection, like I just demonstrated, on the scale of molecules, okay, then that turns into something very simple like a single-celled organism. And then a mutation occurs where multiple cells work together. And then another mutation occurs where one part of the cell is slightly more receptive to light, and so it can notice when things are darker versus lighter, and over time it starts to notice that there's different colors, and then it starts to get clearer, and then eventually if it evolves into the eye. The eye did not happen only once in history. There's actually different kinds of eyes that animals have, and they all evolved eyes independently. So, for example, octopus eyes are totally different from ours because they evolved them separately from us. And this also includes arthropods like insects and crabs and spiders. They evolved their eyes totally differently, but they still got eyes. So that mutation of having a slight variation of color and light has happened at least 3 times, because there's 3 animals that are alive today that don't have the same eye structure at all. So if somebody's going to say, hey, there's a common designer, I'm going to say, no, there are many things that are not commonly designed. And they're not even necessarily very efficient. A common designer wouldn't put the process for us to think about our vision at the back of our head, because it takes too long for it to get there. Because if we have a crash, like we're in a car and we have a split-second moment to get out of the way, because the spot where we process vision is in the back of our head, it takes way longer for that information to get there to process than it should. If it was right in front of the eyes, oh my gosh, we would be able to react to things so much quicker. But we don't. But we don't. But we don't. So, because of that, I don't think that anyone designed us, because we're not designed very well. Why do we have an organ inside of us called the appendix that has a possibility of exploding and killing us? Why? Why would someone design that? It's really bad. It's a bad design. I don't believe it was designed. There's no reason. It's the only logical explanation that would make sense is that we needed it at some point in our history, but we don't need it anymore. And so it's just left over in our bodies. Because natural selection doesn't need to necessarily get rid of it. The music in the Minecraft background hit like it's an emotional speech, bruh. Perfectly timed, though. Stop fucking moving, Bryce. No, Sheer. You stop trying to find me. I'm just gonna keep moving. I'm gonna piss you off. Or just do something else, Sheer. Play the game. Don't just try to get in the camera's way. I will keep moving forever. On purpose to tick you off until you do something else. Because I can move way faster than it takes for you to build up to me. So just stop being annoying. This is why you are not worthy. You can become worthy, but you're really not doing anything that makes me think you are worthy right now. You should work on that. My only purpose is to make my face in your stream. Well, you already did, so congratulations. But I'm gonna move anytime you get close. You should probably try to play the game instead of just doing that, because that's a waste of time. Bruh. I should have brought torches, but oh well. That's fine. All right. Does that explain where life comes from? Was that interesting? I thought that was interesting. So I perfectly explained that just from chemicals alone, natural selection can occur, causing life to happen. We've also explained how convergent evolution happens, with eyes being evolved separately. Or you could say monkey. All life came from the monkeys? I also don't get why people say that we evolved from monkeys, because we didn't. We were never, ever, 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 ever monkeys. No. We are part of the great apes. Because, as you guys should know, monkeys have tails and apes do not. Sheer says hello. Hello, Sheer. Zachary says hello. Hey, Zachary, how's it going? I mean, we were close. We were close as fuck to monkeys. No. We're not. Comparison to apes? No, very far off. Are we primates? Sure, but we were never, ever, ever monkeys. Monkeys and us share a common ancestor. Just like all life. But we were never monkeys. Zachary says, can I join you? Yes, you can absolutely join us on the Minecraft Hell Realm that I'm on right now on my secondary channel. Yes. But Zachary, I'm not sure if I've seen you in here before. Are you a returning subscriber or are you a new subscriber? Welcome. Well, people can't call apes monkeys. Correct. Because monkeys have tails and apes do not. However, anyone who has played Ape Escape, all the characters in that game seem to disagree. They actively call all the apes in that game monkeys, and then will use the same language to call all of the monkeys apes. As if they're interchangeable, and they are not. They are absolutely not interchangeable. Zachary is a new subscriber. Yay! Oh, Zachary was not a subscriber. So you just now subscribed? Okay. So Zachary, welcome to the sub club. As you guys know, whenever we get a new subscriber, with their permission, of course, I suck their toes. That's right. It sounds a little bit something like this. So welcome, Zachary. Welcome. Hope you enjoy it here. All right. So Zachary, in order to get the code to our most popular realm known as Minecraft Hell, all you gotta do is simply just send me a screenshot of you being subscribed to the channel with notifications turned on. That's all you gotta do. It's really easy. You can send the screenshot to my Twitter, and my Twitter is linked in the description. That's all you gotta do. And if you don't have a Twitter, then you make one. Bruh. Bro, what, Pew? Cause what? What? Zachary's a YouTuber, dude. Nice. You make videos? Unknown is back. Sorry for the name change. You can't change it. That's okay. It's Jay Blaze. Hi, hey Jay. How's it going? The disappointment when I found out he wasn't subbed. I mean, if he wants to join, he'll be subbed. So I'm assuming he just joined. You make videos? Awesome. Oops, that's wrong. Just realized that's wrong. There we go. Alright, so Spider-Man. Right? Yes. Okay. If you guys haven't seen the trailer yet, go see the trailer, because I'm going to talk about the trailer. Miles Morales and Gwen. Oh, what is he saying? Oh, put you in survival. Oh, interesting. Alright, hope that worked. Did it just MLG on your iPad to become Phantom knock me off? I saw because of the building you're making. Awesome. Awesome. I appreciate it. Yes, Miles Morales and Gwen better have baby children. Okay, so in the end of Into the Spider-Verse, Miles Morales and Gwen agreed that they would be friends and that there wasn't romance. But now it looks like they do have a romance. So, while I am so beyond excited, in fact, okay, the next Spider-Man movie that's coming out is my most anticipated movie. But once that comes out, my next most anticipated movie I'm ever going to have is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Just because of how good the first one was. The best Spider-Man movie ever. That looking good so far? So, yeah, I feel like it's not true to the original because of they're flirting now. You sir are awesome. No, you are awesome. You're awesome, Unknown. You're awesome. Dracula, hello. Do I know me? Darwin's Theory. Hey, Dracula. How's it going? Dracula, we are live streaming on 2 different channels at the same time. We are live streaming not only on the Bryce Barnett online channel, but also Minecraft Bryce Barnett. So Dracula, if you want to hang out with us on the Minecraft Bryce Barnett channel, you can go ahead. Thank you for putting me in survival. My pleasure, Adam. Is that Invader Zim's house from where he tries conquering the planet? Yes. It is. I mean, the new Rule 34 animations better be lit. Yeah, they better be. They better be. Mohammed says, hey, bro. Hey, Mohammed. How's it going? bro. Looking good, my guy. Yay. Call my name. Muhammad. Muhammad! Does that work? Can I steal your beard? I'm jealous. No, because I'm ugly without it. I'm so ugly without it. Dennis says, can you join? Absolutely, Dennis. Absolutely. Dennis, you can absolutely join our most popular realm, Minecraft Hell, that we are live streaming right now on my secondary channel. Yes. But Dennis, I'm not sure if I've seen you in here before. Are you a returning subscriber or are you a new subscriber? Welcome. Welcome. Sent me a screenshot. You DM me? Okay. All right. Very close. Very close. I see that you sent me a screenshot of you being subscribed. However, you didn't send me a screenshot of you being subscribed with notifications turned on. So you have to turn on notifications, all right? So do that and then send me that as well. And then it's JBlaze. Could you do me a favor and subscribe to my main channel as well? My main channel is where we play all your guys' favorite games. So let me know what your favorite games are and then we will play them. Okay? So, all right. So how do you get to my main channels? How you do that is you go to this channel's homepage, scroll to the bottom, and you'll see all my channels are linked right there at the bottom. So you could just boom, 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 subscribe to all of them. That way you're not going to miss any of the uploads. Candace would be happy to see this build. Candace. You beautiful cough, no homo. What's wrong with homo? Yes, homo. We don't say no homo here. Yes, homo. Yes, homo. Yes, homo. Dennis subscribed. Yay. So Dennis, welcome to the sub club. As you guys know, whenever we get a new subscriber, with their permission, of course, I suck their toes. That's right. It sounds a little bit something like this. So welcome, my friend. Welcome. Hope you enjoy it here. All right. So, Dennis, all you got to do to get the code to our most popular realm, known as Minecraft Hell, is simply just send me a screenshot of you being subscribed to the channel with notifications turned on. That's all you got to do. It's really easy. You send the screenshot to my Twitter. My Twitter is linked in the description. That's all you got to do. If you don't have a Twitter, then you make one. Jaden, you sent me a link to a pic instead of just sending me the picture? And I'm so confused. I'm so confused why you sent me a link to a picture instead of just sending me the picture. Yeah, I'm really confused. So, yeah, send me a screenshot because I don't understand what the link you sent me was. You're Muslim? Nice. You sent another pic? You just sent it right now? All I got was a link. All I got was a link. I don't know if you see this. Come on, focus. All right, there we go. See, all I got was a link. I didn't get your screenshot. So I don't know what that is, but that's not a screenshot. So send me a screenshot. Do I like Rubik's Cubes? Rubik's Cubes are cool. I have a couple. I do know how to solve them. It takes me about... How long does it normally take me? I'll probably have to refresh my memory on how to do it. But when I knew how to do it regularly, I think I could solve a Rubik's Cube in like... in a few minutes, I think. I think it was right around like 5 minutes. I could solve a Rubik's Cube. Oh, you also know how to solve them too. Nice. Nice. That's dope. Okay, now Jaden shared. Okay. Alright, there you go. Jaden, there's the code. I feel like I shouldn't have to repeat this, but I guess I have to. Do not ask to be invited to another realm, because your chances of getting invited to another realm automatically go down substantially as soon as you ask. So you probably know who you are. Whoever just asked. The answer would have been, yes, you were very close, but now you are not. Because you asked. So, sorry. And I know you already knew that. About 40s, 50s, 3x3, and 2x2. And the 4x4. Yeah, I do have a 2x2, a 3x3, and a 4x4. It is fun. I do like those. Alright, well, we spent today's episode to talk about Spider-Man a little bit. And we built onto the roof ever so slightly. So I guess I think I should finish the roof first. Are we kind of in agreement with that one? I should finish the roof first. And then I'll finish the rest of the green. Because I feel like it'd be harder to do the green and then the roof. If that makes sense. But maybe I'm wrong. Darn, it's just I can't keep playing in these conditions of hackers. Yeah, just Adam, I know you generally don't ask about it, but I would just not bring it up anymore, and then eventually you'll get invited. Adam, a big thing is you need to be a little bit more active in chat. I haven't seen you in weeks, if not months. So if you're in chat every single day when we either premiere a video or we go live, then yeah, you're gonna have a much higher chance. But yeah, I haven't seen you in here for a long time. So yeah, don't be expect to get invited to another realm if you're not active on the channel. Can you TP me out of... No, I don't TP people. No, the whole idea of Minecraft Hell is to actually play it like it's survival. But why do I have cheats turned on? Because those people that are cheating, they're using hacks, and I think they shouldn't be using those hacks to get trophies and get achievements, because they didn't actually earn them. They just hacked, and they're basically in creative mode. But the game thinks you're in survival, which is super lame. Super lame. So you can't even really like verify whether your world is legit or not. Unless you recorded the entire thing like I did. 5 days till then. Cool. Alright. This build is going to be awesome. Hope you guys are excited for it. So to see the next Minecraft episode, go ahead and click on the top right corner here, and to see the previous one, go ahead and click on the top left corner here. But that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you very much, and until next time, later days.